Hi y'all, welcome and welcome back. So far, we've looked at the central claims of desire satisfaction theory and some of its advantages. It's personal, flexible, intuitive, and empowering. But now we need to ask, does it really hold up under scrutiny? Does getting what we want always make our lives go better? In this video, we'll consider some major challenges and criticisms of desire satisfaction theory. The first problem is false beliefs. What if a desire is based on a mistake? Suppose you desire to drink a clear liquid because you believe it's water, but it's actually poison. Fulfilling that desire does not improve your life. In fact, it makes your life worse. This suggests that not all desires contribute to well-being. A second problem is disappointment. Sometimes we get what we want, but the result is not satisfying. We all know the phrase, be careful what you wish for. For example, someone might desperately want a promotion only to discover that the new job is stressful, unfulfilling, or damaging to their personal life. Desire satisfaction theory seems to say that the desire's fulfillment automatically makes life better, but our experience suggests otherwise. A third issue is what philosophers call impoverished desires. People raised in limited or oppressive environments may form only shallow or stunted desires. Imagine someone whose only desire is to have enough food to survive. Fulfilling that desire is important, of course, but it doesn't seem like we should call their life flourishing simply because their minimal desires are satisfied. This raises questions about whether all desires are equally meaningful when it comes to well-being. Fourth, some desires are harmful. People sometimes desire things that hurt themselves or others. They may desire revenge, cruelty, or self-destruction. According to desire satisfaction theory, when these desires are fulfilled, the person's life goes better. But intuitively, this seems wrong. This brings us to a fun but serious cultural example. Eric Cartman from South Park. Cartman desires power, attention, junk food, and often revenge or cruelty towards others. Desire satisfaction theory says that every time Cartman gets what he wants, his life improves. But our moral intuition tells us something different. It seems implausible to say that a life driven by selfish, harmful desires is truly going well, even if those desires are consistently satisfied. The Cartman example makes it clear that desire satisfaction on its own might not be a sufficient standard for well-being. Other related issues are self-sacrifice and self-harm. People sometimes desire things that involve their own suffering. For example, sacrificing comfort for a cause or even actively desiring punishment. Does satisfying those desires really improve their lives? Desire satisfaction theory says yes, but this seems counterintuitive. A person who desires to suffer for others may not actually be living a better life when their suffering is realized. A sixth criticism is the fallibility of desires in general. Even our deepest, most reflective desires can be misguided. People can desire things that ultimately don't serve them or that they later regret. This raises the question, can we really trust our desires to always lead us towards well-being? Taken together, these challenges highlight a fundamental weakness in desire satisfaction theory. If all desires count equally, then the theory has to accept that false, shallow, harmful, or other self-destructive desires still make a life better when satisfied. That conclusion seems deeply flawed. But if we say that not all desires count, then we need some way to filter good desires from the bad ones. And that would mean desire satisfaction theory is no longer as simple and intuitive as it first appeared. So here are some reflection questions for you. Do you think that all desires should count equally, or should we make distinctions between desires that genuinely improve our lives and those that don't? And if so, how would we draw those distinctions? As we move forward, these questions will help us compare desire satisfaction theory with other theories like hedonism and objective list theories that offer different answers to what makes a life truly good. Alright, y'all, that's all for now. If you're interested in more videos on philosophy and ethics, check out the videos on our channel. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.